y'all, what's up? What's going on? What's popping? What's cracking? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? We're here. It's Thursday. It's live. Hence the name. Okay. It looked like y'all in here. Okay, I got my man Kamoyo regulating. Everybody come through. Please let everybody else know when they come through. Like, share, subscribe, bring a friend. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and grow it. Let's do that. Paul Martin's in the building. My brother Theo. What up? Black Panther in the building. Diabolical in the building. D Steezel in the building. Javon in the building. What up, Jay Bizzle? We up in here. Good and a very good evening to you, sir. All right. Well, we got a nice little spread for me, for my taste. I'm happy with it. Got a lot of imagery, got a lot of ideas I want to throw at y'all tonight. One of the stories, well, I'll just tell you a couple of the things we'll be discussing tonight. If you are one of those people who have trouble gleaning what is in my images, okay? One of the images that was in the Thursday Live imagery was a picture of Beyonce winning the Grammy last week for Cowboy Carter. There are also images around her of Kid Rock, Post Malone, and Pink. Where are you going with that, D? Stick around. I am in a reminiscing mood tonight. So two things I want to reminisce about. One is August 5th, 2023. Damn, January 6th. August 5th is what we need to be remembering. August 5th, 2023. Let's go and get that commemorated on some t-shirts, y'all. That is the anniversary of the Montgomery, Alabama Brawl. We're going to be talking about that and how it is affecting us or not affecting us today. Captain America, Brave New World. Yeah. We're going to talk about it. And like I said, I'm in a reminiscent mood. So I also want to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the cinematic Guardians of the Galaxy. Because I was told, since I am the prophet and edutainment is what I do, I need to start edutaining. Not necessarily on what is, but what was. Because you can't know where you're going unless you first understand where you've been. Patterns historically tend to repeat themselves, good or ill. I'm gonna get my glasses wiped off. Everybody done left me in the house with the dog, so it's just me, the dog, and Rock With Me Nation, I guess. So let's go ahead and do what we do, y'all. Let's go ahead and do what we do so well. 9. Yeah, let's get them numbers up. Let's get them numbers up. Tell all your friends about me. Okay. Who slid up in now? What you say now? Let's get the magic numbers, y'all. Let's get the magic numbers. Let's get the magic numbers. Okay. You're like, what the hell is he talking about? And then I might have a couple of more of Paul Martin. You will probably enjoy this, like I said, because I'm reminiscing. Marvel. Yeah. We're going to talk about Marvel. The only character in the Marvel universe to stay dead. And it ain't necessarily a good thing with all of these other folks coming back and coming back and coming back. And then, how does Jim Starlin feel about Marvel right now? That's something to think about. That's something to think about, y'all. Okay. Well, we have idled long enough. I am going to get in to my first deep and engaging topic. Hey, like, what is this nigga talking about? Okay. Real quick, for those of y'all that didn't see my video today, the 28-day Black Action Figure Challenge, this was my offering of the day. They said, what? Yeah, that's T'Challa, the Black Panther, Captain America, Civil War version. So, y'all like that crown? I mean, not the crown. Y'all like that throne? That is, I got that from a guy off of eBay. He 3D prints them. So, you know what? I'm gonna try to find that link for y'all. And we gonna go ahead and share the love, because I ain't got to divide it. I mean, not divide. I ain't got to hide it from you. I ain't got to cheat you to beat you. I ain't got to cheat you to beat you. You know what I mean? What? You know what? Let's do it later. All right, here we go. Voiced topic discussion. And I'm gonna have me a little bit of fun. Let me have me a little bit of fun. Are we gonna do that one first? Nah, let's do this guy. Okay. Captain America, Brave New World. Now, I put that graphic up simply to illustrate how much stuff they want you to pay attention to other than the title character himself. Captain America Winter Soldier. That poster didn't have him in the back. That poster didn't have him in the background of the poster of his own movie. And I know I'm being petty. I know I'm being petty because I'm doing it on purpose. But come on. Word? That what we doing now? That should tell you something right there. That's a week away. That's the poster. I saw that in the mall. That's the poster. They want you to pay more attention to Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross, Joaquin, and I guess that's Sabra and Sidewinder than a title character. You know what? I don't even care. I don't even care. That movie can flop, tank, dash to the ground. I don't care. I honestly don't really care. I don't care what it do. I don't care what it do. I really don't. Marvel. Yeah, he one of my all-time favorites too. Oh, you like that throne? Like that there Panther? Yeah, well, I got a lot of more. I got a lot of more. Ironically, MCU Sam is from New Orleans, and this movie seems like a gumbo of ideas. All righty then. Yeah. So you still don't care about El Falcone Hey, well, maybe he'll be the sacrificial lamb. Who knows? When they gonna get a real red wing? When they gonna get a real red wing? Never? Okay. All right. Looks like, hey kids, watch me juggle these flamingo bowling pins. Don't mind the sinkhole opening up behind me. Look at the shiny colors. Yeah, I can see it. I can totally see it. Now I ain't gonna do a whole lot talking about this movie. And the reason why I'm not gonna do a whole lot talking about this movie is because an interesting point was made in Theo's live last night. If we ain't watching these movies and we're telling you we ain't watching these movies, stop asking me about the movie. And that's the only reason I'm doing this. I think I might have did one, maybe two videos, and the videos I do, they focus more on Anthony Mackie than the movie itself. At least I think they do. Yeah, this probably be the last time you hear me talk about Captain America: Brave New World, unless somebody's like, "Hey, D, did you hear about?" And it's newsworthy. Other than that, y'all already know. Hey, straight up and down and sideways and in between. No T'Challa, no dollar. You're not getting mine. Period, point blank. And as Forrest Gump is known to quip from time to time, and that is all I have to say about that. See, I thought y'all was gonna get me up in here, have me in the corner ranting and raving and hollering. No, Anthony Mackie, you mirthless, miserable mother. Nah, I've already said everything I need to say. Like I'll you know what? I'll do a video and I will put all them links to the videos or even repost the videos. Bam, even better idea. I will repost the videos tonight. Just so y'all know. I'm skipping Captain Co-Star, Red Hulk World Order. A costume serpent society, yet not one with outlandish ones, could have worked. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Everybody else got on costumes. I mean, it seems like, or at least I thought that the franchise was getting comfortable with garish costumes, Wolverine and Deadpool. Captain, can a brother get alone? America, brave new adamantium world. Yeah, these days he always be coming with the smash you one liners. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, from what I hear, people are more excited about Fantastic Four in a positive way than they are about this steaming pile. I don't know. I see it barely performing. You know what I mean? I mean, it'll at best break even. If it smashes the box office, I'll be shocked. I mean, and I'm not talking about opening weekend. Look, opening weekend it did 80 million, and then don't do 80 million the other 3 weeks. Why do we care about those 4 weeks? Because those 4 weeks are pivotal. Those 4 weeks are when the movie is going to earn, if it's going to earn at all. That's why the first 4 weeks of a movie's release are important. If it don't do it in 4 weeks, it's not going to do it in 400. Just the way it is. Okay, well, I didn't say Paul Martin. And it's a pretty fair number of people that have come to me directly and said, I'm going to see Fantastic Four. Hey, if you like your Ben Grimm in pajamas with a sissy soft voice, there you go. So what's going to happen? What's going to happen when it's time for him to yell his famous tagline foreshadowing his Sunday punch? It's clobbering time. Come on. Help me help y'all. Help yourselves. And ain't that the dude that played Micro on the Punisher Netflix series? Ain't that the same dude? How did he become Ben Grimm? Because ain't Micro a little Weasley motherfucker that worked for the Punisher? I don't see no Weasley guy talking about it's clobbering time. That's just me. That's what I see and what I hear. You know what I mean? And everybody like, oh, this is the best Fantastic Four ever. Do you think the Fantastic Four franchise is snake bitten? Because there's never been a good one. I think Rise of the Silver Surfer came the closest to being entertaining, but that got all effed off because of Cloud Lactus. At least they got Galactus right in this new one, or at least from the back. These they use because when he was talking to Herbie, I'm looking at him. Yeah, that tastes pretty good. I like y'all should just got Michael Jackson's voice. You know what I'm saying? Should just AI'd Michael Jackson's voice. Whoo, it's clobbering time. You know, if you're gonna get a high-pitched voice dude to, you know what I'm saying? I might be exaggerating a little bit, but he definitely does not have a Ben Grimm voice. That's not every single Ben Grimm from the 1967 cartoon, okay, all the way up to every single one of them had a voice that sounded like gravel. No pun intended. And now y'all just, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Of course, goofs are going to see FF. It's set back then where whites are comfortable because there were barely any black folks there back then. Yeah, because Blue Marvel wore a full mask back then. And it got shredded, and they saw he was a African American and said, stop being a superhero. Get out of here, buddy. Yeah, that's what happened in Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel been around since the 50s. Late 50s, early 60s, you know. So yeah. Gravel. Everything. Even Michael Chiklis. Well, Michael Chiklis already sounds gravelly. So I mean, yeah, that voice, that's a huge miss. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge miss. You know, and the cast, is it just me, or does the cast of the Fantastic Four look like they don't belong together? Nope, you can't. And how you gonna tell the Fantastic Four story without mentioning? You know what? Let me shut up. I might be overstepping my boundaries. Let me look first. Okay. Cast. Okay. Pedro Pascal. That's kind of out of place. Vanessa Kirby. Joseph Quinn. Eben Moss Backrack. Natasha Lyonne. Who is Natasha Lyonne going to be playing in the Fantastic Four? She got that voice, you know. Her voice is gravelier than Ben Grimm. They should have let her be Ben Grimm. Oh, they was talking about doing some shit like that, wasn't it? Who is John Malkovich going to be playing in the Fantastic Four? They got him in the credits. Who is Paul Hauser going to be playing? Wow. This cast is it's weird. The cast is weird to me. Natasha Lyonne as Alicia? Damn, I hope not. I thought they was gonna make Alicia black again. Ben Graham don't care. He just happy to have somebody messing with his rocky butt. Malkovich might be the Red Ghost. Are you speculating? Well, yeah, you must be. You said might. I could see that. Ivan Kragoff, yeah, I could see that. Or, yeah, what D. Steezel said. Natasha Lyonne? I just don't see. If they do have a black person, will they be female, black, LGBTQ with body weight issues to tick all the boxes? Careful what you quip for. You just might get it. You say Ben just trying to get his rocks off. Well, he's not. You know what? I ain't even fooling with that one. I'm not fooling with that one. You hear me? I'm not fooling with that one. Natasha Lyonne is like Suzanne Plachette. That's actually with an S. But from the Bob Newhart show? Wow. Who is Willie Lumpkin? If I had to hazard a guess, I would say it's Paul Walter Hauser because he looks like a Willie Lumpkin. Oh, voice wise. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, Suzanne Plachette, Natasha Lyonne. Don't neither one of them remind me of each other. All right. But they got a black lady in the cast. Sarah Niles. And the chick that plays Sharon on Ted Lasso. She's gonna be in the Fantastic Four movie. They do not have a name next to her. Just like they don't have a name next to John Malkovich on IMDb to identify who the heck they're playing. Same thing with Natasha Lyonne. And my question, if you was gonna make Silver Surfer a female, why didn't you just make Galactus's Harold Frankie Ray? Why am I asking? Why am I asking? I know why. Bryce Dallas Howard is Alicia to me. Bryce Dallas Howard would make a great Alicia because she is also an amazing actress. I saw that woman on a talk show and she can cry on cue. On cue. Like Bryce cry. Tears, everything. Just wham. Pop it out. I'm like, see, I couldn't date you. Because I don't know if that's real tears or actress tears. So yeah, I couldn't, not at all. Bryce is a Paul. Ben Graham don't care. Do you really think Ben Graham cares? For real. Ben Graham can't get no alone time with nobody. He could be, you know what? I'm reminded of the late great Robin Harris when he's doing a routine about ugly women. Now, ladies, excuse me, this late 80s, early 90s, you could talk about ugly women. I'm just saying what the man talked about in his routine. Don't say D-Real was on his live calling women ugly. No, I wasn't. I was talking about Robin Harris calling women ugly. So anyway, in this routine, he's like, he don't like pretty girls. He said, I'd rather mess with an ugly girl because you can say anything to an ugly girl. And he's like, yeah, B, I'm going to the moon. That's right. I'll be back in a couple days. Well, you take care of yourself, baby. I don't want nothing to happen to you because I love you. Yeah. So Ben don't care. Exactly. Yeah. No, makes more sense. And you ain't just disrespected the. Let me stop. That is another reason why I'm not effing with that movie. I'll be watching Jurassic World. Thank you very much. Is the one, you know what? Let me just look. I'm right here on IMDb. Is Scarlett Johansson. Okay. And Mahershala Ali. Okay. Okay. So Scarlett Johansson, Ed Screen, Mahershala Ali, and a bunch of unknowns. Okay, I'm with it. That means that the dinosaurs will be the stars of the movie, which is what I want. I meant that in a good way. I saw Argyle, and Bryce was a hit Commodore song. I am tracking you, OG. She's mighty. Just letting it all hang out. Yeah. Okay. So, since I got y'all on the reminisce tip, now it's time to engage the gray matter. Hello. Look at that epic image right there. August 5th, 2020. I'm about to say 1923. Yeah, well, it was just like 1923. 2023, August 5th. The location, Montgomery, Alabama. The situation, here's the situation right here. People did this. They So, yeah, that's what happened in Montgomery, Alabama. What did we find out? Or well, not necessarily we, but what did people find out about Montgomery, Alabama? They found out first that black people can swim. Second, that black people don't give a damn about you being drunk or your boat is no excuse to act like a racist ass. What else did we learn? A folding chair is a lethal weapon outside of a wrestling event. And that a hat thrown in the air is a clarion call to protect our own against palm colored people. Now, that was a moment of solidarity. That was a moment of unity. That was a moment when we were one mind, one thought, one body, one. If you wasn't down, you wasn't there. And then people who saw it were not like, oh, those were a bunch of hoodlums and blah, blah, blah. We were on every single level. We was on point, y'all. Question. It was only a year and 6 months ago. What the fuck happened? Why aren't we one mind, one fist, one spirit, swimming in unison, swinging chairs together? Why hasn't that happened? See, in my 57 years, this is the dynamic I've seen with us. And I don't mean to run nobody down, but it just frustrates me that we can't stay unified, period. You know, we out here, when something happens to a black person, black people are the first person to talk down about a black person. Even here on social media, it's when it's content providers going at each other, it's usually us going at each other. We ain't going at, you know what I'm saying? Where is the effing unity? What happened to that? That was just some fun shit for August 23. And we just right back to cutthroat. F you, I'm gonna get mine. I ain't your brother. That never, I mean, am I the only one that sits around and thinks, how come we ain't unified like we was that day? How come that was just a one-time thing? Do you know how much stuff we could get done if we all stood up and stood together like that? Why? Why does it not happen? Or I guess more accurately, why does it happen? Because see, I put a post up on my page, and the post said, why do we beg and plead to palm colored people to give us something they never had the power to give or take away in the first place? Message. All I'm saying, man. Well, can we come together and stay that way? Are we afraid? Or are we pointing the finger at the next brother and saying, I don't want to come together with him. He cool, but I don't F with that one over there. The Montgomery, Alabama brawl showed us that if we stand together, Tower of Babel. Oh, you're not familiar with the story of the Tower of Babel in the Old Testament? This group of people decided to build a tower to heaven because nothing they stood together to do was denied them. They had the power together to dare to step into heaven. And what did God say in that story? Let me go down and confuse these people. Because the unity, if God was concerned about the unity was so tight to the point where, oh, we stepping up in heaven. Oh, no, can't have that. Let me confuse them. Destroyed the tower and had them all speaking different and dispersed them throughout the world. At least that's what the story in the Bible says. Is that what happened to us? After that one unified moment of busting folks in the head with chairs and pushing them off piers and backing them off and bucking them down and letting them know that bull crap y'all doing will not stand today. What would happen if we just decided to do that a little more often, regardless of the consequences? How does the old saying go? Without conflict, there is no change. If you're trying to change it, you've got to fight for it. You can't sit around waiting for somebody else to do it. And we showed us that we could. Why did we stop? Think of yourselves as them folks that built the Tower of Babel. Long as we together, long as we squad. Look at us, Rock With Me Nation. We started out small. I remember when nothing about 4, 5 of us. I mean, there's some pretenders and some spies, but I mean, I've had time to talk to 1, 2, 3, couple of people who say they down, you know what I'm saying? But words is words, actions is actions. But I digress. Montgomery, Alabama. When you look at the events or you reminisce over the events of Montgomery, Alabama, does it make you feel proud? Does it make you feel ashamed? I personally, just the brother that jumped into the water fully clothed and swam to the pier and still had energy to squabble warmed my heart. I'm going to just be honest with you, because I done had to swim in clothes before. Have you ever had to swim in clothes before? The shit's hard. Maybe not for y'all, but for me, the shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? I had to divest myself of my clothes when I was in the water, because I'm like, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it in these pants. These jeans. I ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So, have to do that survival at sea thing. Where it's a Navy thing. You can make flotation devices out of your clothes. It actually works. You tie the ends of the pants off, like the pant legs, you tie them off, and then you take your pants and you slap them on the water, and when you slap them on the water, your pants automatically inflate with air, and then you take the part that you slip your body into and you tuck it under your body and you put yourself over the inflated legs, and you got a flotation device. So and you can do it with your shirt too. His shirt's a little more drawn out process, but there you go. What are we talking about over here? Yes, the Brawl. Before that fight took place, I actually thought of a spoof superhero called Folding Chairman. Well, like the guy, my man at Godhood Comics told me, you can flesh it out later. Just create it. We can talk about the details later. Just make it into a thing for somebody, because you know you're gonna be pissed if somebody else come out with Folding Chairman. Hat in air equals G Bombay. Yeah. While maybe trivial, it'd be great if black players on championship teams boycott White House appearances during the next 4 years. Other than the baseball team, I think it was the baseball team. Who went to the White House the last time Trump was in office? I don't think nobody coming back after he served fucking McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? How the heck? I think it was it Ohio State or Georgia or somebody when they won the championship that year, and he and they came to the White House and he had McDonald's on the good china. Like, man, you could put a hat on a pig. It's still a damn pig. And it's going to act like a pig. It's just going to have a hat on. Collective cowardice and always waiting on one of us to step forward first. Yeah. You hit the nail right on the head. Collective cowardice. You worried about going to jail. You worry about the cop hitting you in your head with the billy club. You worry about all of this other stuff. And not to say that you shouldn't, but courage, the very definition of courage is not the absence of fear. It is taking action despite the fear. That's courage. Very, 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 very brave man told me that once. But yeah, so yeah, the collective cowardice, pow, you hit the nail right on the head, Kamoya. Reminded me of how myself and others stopped a group of rednecks from cutting in line to get on the evacuation buses during Katrina. I know that's right, boy. I would have did more. They'd have got stopped permanently. Don't take this ass whooping personal. That moment, seeing him swimming to help save someone, man, that felt good. Seeing unity for good standing. Now you see how we talking about it here in the chat. It made Diabolical feel good. Don't you want to feel good more? Do that shit more often. When you see injustice, when you see people being treated unfairly. I saw a video of this palm-colored dude getting up in a sister's face and calling her all kind of names and rada, rope, and didn't nobody stand up for her. That is grade A bullshit. That's what the sisters be talking about. Oh, these black men don't do. I mean, it might be blown out of proportion a wee bit, but every half truth comes from truth. Half of it is the truth. Hence the name. So it's not a lie entirely. You know what I'm saying? So I digress. Anyway, it's about being unified. You ain't gonna get nothing done. You ain't unified. You're not even gonna take the first step if you ain't unified. Because I know, like, when we used to boycott and just have the little, blackouts and things like that, I would always ask, who ain't down? Straight up, Nat Turner style. Who ain't down? If you don't want to do this, kick rocks. If you down, step forward. Everybody's down. Tell all these motherfuckers ain't down. Kick rocks. Beat it. This ain't for you. It's got to be conflict if you want some stuff to change. Malcolm X been in jail. Martin Luther King been in jail more than once. You can't change nothing being afraid. You can't change nothing waiting for somebody else to do it. Why you think we took the reins on this recast T'Challa thing? Because we didn't like the way it was being handled. Don't do it part-time. Get up off of your ass and be 10 toes down. 100. I wanted a brother in the audience check the fool when he dissed the Vise. What you talking about, Paul Martin? Oh, the sisters at the NABJ con. Yeah, that kind of a thing. That's my whole point. We gotta stand up and stand together. We gotta stand up first. A lot of people won't stand up. A lot of people are like, all right, you got it, man. Go ahead, man. Or the people, the one I love. When y'all ready for revolution, let me know. No, Negro, why don't you get ready for revolution? So when we let you know, the only thing you got to do is grab your thing and we start making them moves. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me know if the conversation too intense, y'all. Let me know if the conversation getting too intense. I can reel it back a little bit if the content seems a little too strong. I just, sometimes you get on this rant and you want to speak your mind, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna speak my mind. It's the truth. And speaking of the truth, I think it's time to throw some truth bombs. Moyo said, nah, keep cooking. All right. Grits ain't done yet. I'm still stirring them with the whisk. I stir my grits with a whisk because I don't like grit balls. Anyway, while I'm on that matter and y'all are marinating on that matter and you are marinating on what I said, just a little sideways thing, let y'all know. Have we ever saw this in an Asian country? See that? What is that, D? Because I had to give y'all a little breather here. What is that, D-Real? Well, for those of you that don't know, there is going to be a season 8 of My Hero Academia. It will be released in the fall. Why they decided to put it together like this, I guess it's a Wings thing. Advertising the movie. Look, a black guy on a poster in Asia, and they didn't cover up his face. Well, wham-a-doodle. Slap me in the face and call me Chris Rock. That is probably a first. Just forget the white mask, huh? We just gonna do it like this. But I like Hawks. And I like My Hero Academia. So I'm overjoyed that there's going to be a season 8. Why did you insert that in the middle of what you was talking about earlier, D? I don't know. I just like to be random. There is not really a whole lot more that I can say except, stand on principle. If standing on principle mean you got to put hands on somebody, if standing on principle mean you got to put a chair on somebody, if standing on principle mean you got to run them off the pier, sometimes that happens. I mean, I'm not saying every time you stand up for something, you're going to succeed. But at least you know you're not going to succeed. Huh? Because if you don't do nothing, if you're afraid, you don't know if you were or weren't going to succeed. We got to talk about what's fair and what's right when we're talking about change. Speaking of what's fair and what's right, it is a perfect segue into what I want to talk about next. How are we going to go at this? All right, let's do it like this. Okay. All right. This right here is an image of the moment Beyonce won the Grammy for Best Country Album, Cowboy Carter. Does she look like she was expecting to win? Does Jay-Z look like he bought her a Grammy, quote unquote? That's what the palm colored people are saying. They're saying Jay-Z got that much pull with the Grammy officials, and he slid them some money, and they was like, "Oh, sure, Mr. Carter, your wife will definitely win the Grammy." And all these palm colored people talking about, I ain't even listening to Cowboy Carter. I ain't even listening to Cowboy Carter. I ain't even listening. So how did they win a Grammy? I didn't listen to Cowboy Carter. Okay. Let's do a little something here. I've been waiting for a while to do this right here. Okay. People can cross over and do other genres. People can evolve from where they began. You know who that is? That's Kid Rock, y'all. That's Kid Rock. Check the hair. Cultural appropriation much? You know what label Kid Rock's first album was on? Jive. Jive? Jive? Kumo D is on Jive. KRS-One is on Jive. Jive? What is Kid Rock doing on Jive? Kid Rock was riding the wave. I'm starting out with hip hop until I can do this right here. On the cover of Rolling Stone, with a damn can tab tank top. Rocking red, white, and blue. Okay. But now, once he got, I always want to show this to you. Yeah, that's your boy right there. He got on a jive. He got on a jive jacket. That's your boy Kid Rock. That's what he doing right there. And then later on, when he got big, did he get with a sister? Nope. He got with old hepatitis having Pam. And I blame her for making Lil' Kim do what she did to herself because she felt like she wasn't adequate. But yeah, we went on ahead and said, all right, Kid Rock is hip hop. Reluctantly. Now he doing concerts with Chris Jansen and Uncle Cracker. He look like hip hop now? Nope. Not to me. But he reserves the right to do that as an artist. Right? Right. Well, when he first started out, yeah, Post Malone very much was hip hop. Yeah. Very much hip hop. That's hip hop. That's hip hop. That's hip hop. That's hip hop. Not so much. But you know what? We respect your right to cross over, Post Malone. And you crossed on over too, didn't you? And stayed crossed over, huh? You need another one? Look at Alicia. She's so pretty. Look at Alicia. She has the strongest jawline of any woman I've ever seen in my life. She got it. She looked like she could take a shot to the chops. I'm not saying I ain't on that. I'm not saying I'm gonna hit Pink or anything. I'm just saying she got a strong jawline and it looked like it could sustain a shot or two from a woman. Just do that. From a woman. So y'all ain't thinking I'm on that bullshit. Okay. Look at Pink there. Look at Pink there. Pink has a definite R&B feel to her right there. No? Remember Can't Take Me Home? Remember that album? I remember that album. I remember when that album came out and they put that song on There You Go. She sang like a sister. Wow. She's awesome. Can't Take Me Home was on LaFace Records. What? Outkast LaFace? Tony Braxton LaFace? Usher LaFace? Yeah. But then Alicia decided, to take a different route. Oh, by the way, did we know that Alicia is Jewish? Yeah, Pink is Jewish. Not that matters. Not that that's either here nor there, but I just thought that was information that I would share with y'all. Okay? And you know what else? I respect Pink's right to change her music up, to go into another genre and do what she wants to do. Okay, R&B got me where I needed to go, but that's not what I want to do. That's not really who I am. That's not the only part of me that is able to come out in a talented vocal way. Oh, by the way, did y'all know Kid Rock? I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that out there. That's that image that's there, just so you know. If you're fans of Kid Rock, I wanted you to see that image. Okay. Kid Rock can move on to another genre of music or add another facet to his music and nobody says nothing. Post Malone can start out in one genre and end up in another genre, and not a whole lot of people had a lot to say about it. Pink can end up in another genre, and not a lot of folks had anything to say about it. So why in the fuck can't Beyonce be in another genre without having a bunch of slick mouth, hateful ass Caucasian people saying shit about her, saying shit about her husband? Didn't nobody say shit about Pamela Anderson when Kid Rock decided he wanted to flip out? Didn't nobody say nothing about that skater dude Pink was fucking with? Didn't nobody say nothing about Post Malone? Why y'all fucking with us? Hell, we made country music, but y'all don't want to give us that one. That means you don't have no genre of music that you can call your own. I ain't part of the Beehive, but let me tell you, that's BS. That's that weak, double standard ass stuff that we've been dealing with since I've been alive. It's okay for all these other people to cross over. It's okay for all these other people to invade a genre and be good at it. We embraced Eminem. Well, not me, but collectively. You know, it's like if I got a choice between Candace Owens and Eminem, I'm going to ride out with Eminem. And that's sad. What y'all in the comments talking about? I know I got y'all going off. She's doing a Cowboy Carter tour in 2025. Good for her. Yep, she looked hella shocked. Darius Rucker did an R&B album some years back. He also did country music. He also did that poppy, whatever you want to call that music he was doing with Hootie and the Blowfish. He is a safe black person. Yes, she does have all the pommies in their feelings like a mug. How come everyone was cool with Lil Nas X doing country? Do you really have to ask, Paul Martin? Because if they'd have opened their mouth up and said some shit, they know the LGBTQ plus community ain't fucking around. They will be on your ass with both feet standing. That's why they didn't say nothing about Lil Nas X, because they didn't want all them women with short haircuts and plaid shirts in their face hollering and screaming at them, calling them all kind of assholes. That's why they didn't say nothing about Lil Nas X. I think his then black girlfriend said her baby was his and found out it wasn't. That part. He wasn't seen as a threat. He going down on the devil. Who's worried about him? Was just going to mention Pink. L.A. Reid was trying to make her Tina Marie 2.0. Hold that thought, because I'm going to get to Tina Marie in a second. Like Beyonce, in my opinion. She can definitely sing. We talking about Pink. Yeah, ain't no doubt. That ain't even the issue. She could damn show blow. Pink can sing her ass off. But yeah, she got the flip, and there was nothing said. You know what I mean? That first, it's almost like she was like, "I'm gonna do this one album, and after I'm finished with this one album, I'm done with them." Beyonce is Houston, born where black cowboys are a thing. If anything, she's paying homage. Rednecks celebrate their hate-filled Confederate heritage, and nobody bats an eye. Hypocrisy. That part. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that just pisses me all the way off. They got a rodeo every year in Houston, and that mug be filled to the brim with black people. Quiet is kept. Cowboys was a derogatory term to describe us. But then when we started rocking that shit and owning it, oh, that ain't that how I always turn out? We gonna go ahead and appropriate it. I'm gonna move on. Remember when Streisand took a disco turn with Enough Is Enough with Donna Summer? You on your own, homie. You on your own with that one, Paul. I got about 5 disco songs I like total. I ain't other than the Bee Gees, the Tramps, and Barry White. Yes, Barry White was very active during the disco era. Frankie Valli's swearing to. Okay. All right, Paul. All right. As they try. Yeah, constantly. Brian McKnight would have caught heat if he made full country albums. Well, I was telling some youngsters the other day about a cat by the name of Charlie Pride. Charlie Pride ever win a Grammy for country music? Does anybody know? I mean, I could look it up, but I'm just, Paul Martin out here popping off about Barbara Streisand and Frankie Valli. Maybe he knows. Ever win one? Get back at me. If they have fire skills, I'm cool with it. Yeah. And please understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying Kid Rock, Post Malone, and Pink don't have the right to do what they did, but it's fucking hypocrisy in the purest form to say, "Oh, Beyonce, blah, blah, why she, blah, blah, why, yeah, because you're scared of the talent, because everything she touched turned to gold. Excuse me, platinum. Guess that, somebody said, oh, guess that blood sacrifice thing really works. Oh, maybe we ought to go join the Illuminati." Stop being hateful. Stop making hateful statements. Not if they try to block black artists at the same time. That part. He said, I mean, like Lady T, Bobby Caldwell. It said, okay. Speaking of Lady T, who's heard a boatload of other ladies rap, but they ain't got nothing on her. She less than 5'1", 100 pounds of fun. She like sophisticated fun. She live on Don Pion, caviar filet mignon, and you best believe that's fun. That's what she talking, baby. Square bitch. Hey, did y'all know Tina Marie helped Lenny Kravitz kick off his career? Didn't know that, did you? See, Tina Marie Didn't jump to no other genre. Tina Marie was R&B through and through. Nothing wrong with that, right? Do we still know to this day if her daughter Aaliyah Rose is by the cat that she was married to, or if that child was by Rick James? You know what? I don't want to start no mess, but yeah, y'all go ahead and check that out. Paul Martin said he glad he got to see her in concert before she died. Lucky you. Yes, Gray. Yes, Gray. Yes, Gray. Yes. If it was not for Tina Marie, we would not have Lenny Kravitz. Long and the short of it. Look it up. Saw her live. She sung to my brother Ronald. It was amazing. Yeah, she had some banging. Out on a Limb. Lover Girl. What is it? Portuguese love song. Good God. She has some bangers. Of course, Fire and Desire with Rick James. The girl could bluff. She was awesome. And my point being, she never, ever had to cross over. Didn't feel the need to cross over. Lenny got his own island. Well, get on Mr. Beast, you can win an island too. Sister won an island. Bottom line, though, all I'm saying, let's call all of that, because I saw like a post with that image of Beyonce with that look on her face, and like 2,000, at least 2,000 hateful ass comments of it couldn't have been nothing but that colored people. Because discolored people don't care. We either don't care or we standing up like, yeah, Beyonce smashing through everything. She winning everything, taking everything, you know. Why would we be jealous of Beyonce? Why would we feel the need to make hateful statements about Beyonce doing country music? We don't care. We either don't listen or love it. It ain't like we got time to invest to say disrespectful shit about Beyonce when there ain't even really no call for it. Plus, the Beehive, as we found out, will come for your ass. So, why would a black person do that? It's called hypocrisy. I don't know white people watch me, but dear white people, cut the hypocrisy. You can't have artists like Post Malone, Kid Rock, and Pink flip-flopping all over the place, and ain't nobody saying nothing, but Beyonce decided to do it, and all of a sudden it's just, she's blah, blah, wow. We don't like her no more. Ignorant and churlish. Period. Point blank. That part. Stop. Just effing stop it, man. It's not necessary. Well, my man Cedric the Entertainer saying, get shorty. Black people have influenced everything that enriches your life. You should simply say, thank you, man, and go about your way. They don't do that, though, do they? Racial epithets. Why must they always come to that? I don't know. But that movie was dead on. He was dead on with that. He was in there with it. Okay. Real quick. I only got one action figure today, but I ordered 2 of them. And I got them for so dirt cheap. Oh my gosh. Okay. I get my action figures from everywhere. And if y'all collect action figures, I encourage you. Don't just get action figures from Marvel Legends. Don't just get action figures from McFarlane or DC Multiverse. Don't just get action figures from NECA. Don't just get action figures from Mezco. Faliverse. Monster Force. Masters of the Universe. Mess with all of them. You can find something in there. Like, for instance, Magic the Gathering. This is what I got. That there is Chandra Nalar. If you couldn't guess from the hair, she's a fire elemental. But when I'm done with her, she is going to be Nicolette Gold from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, the swift, fiery-haired Mercurian. So, and I actually got another one coming, so I'll have this one, and then I can keep that other one. That's Chandra Nalar. But yeah, that's the one action figure I got this week. That's nice detail on that figure. Magic the Gathering, man, they got some nice figures for super cheap. I don't know why, but their figures are like, I have not seen one of these Magic the Gathering action figures for over $20. So if you want to, like, a real easy way to bolster your action figure collection, cop some of these Magic the Gathering, and cop those Eternals from that trash ass movie. These action figures, same thing. You can find some that are 20 and 25 and $30, but why would you buy $25 and $30 Eternals figures when they got like 4 or 5 of them for like $15, $20? That's a good way to bolster your collection, to have fodder to use for something else. You don't necessarily, you could buy Eternals figures, but you don't necessarily have to use them as Eternals. So that's what we got there. More on the way. Now, comics. Got a nice little haul. Cop that Shadow Cabinet. Issue 3 out of 4. This was interesting. There's a lot of things going on all at once. They need to just quit playing and bust out with we need Full Milestone back. Okay, y'all got to stop hitting me with these Rocket and Icon season 1, Static Shock season 1, Hardware. Just bring back Milestone DC and quit fucking playing. Quit toying with us, giving us a little bit here and a little bit there, but then don't nothing end up happening. Blade, Red Band, issue 4. I ain't read it yet, as you can see, but I'm gonna get to it. I gotta get the Blade videos out for like 2 and 3 so I can be caught up for this one. So I'm lunching. I gotta make that right, y'all. I gotta make that right. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Earth's Mightiest Heroes are about to lose me. If I don't see T'Challa in the next 2 or 3 issues, I'm done with this book. Did you hear me, Marvel? Give me T'Challa in less than 3 issues, or I'm done with this book. I do not give a fuck what Felicia Hardy is doing right now. I really do not. Why in the hell should I care what Felicia Hardy is doing? With the Avengers, put her thieving ass back in a Spider-Man comic book. I ain't got, for what? There's better thieves. Y'all just wanted to make her Catwoman-y? I don't care what Felicia Hardy is doing in Avengers. Get that heifer out of there. She's slowing the story down. She ain't picking nothing up. I'm trying to find out what's going on with Merton and Kang and all of this, and y'all trying to get me to focus on Felicia Hardy. I do like the fact that Fareed Karimi is doing the art. Looks good. Okay. And here's the book everybody been talking about for a minute. I got it. Despite Luke Cage's fade looking like a fucking bowl cut. This is a good read. Because it bounces in between the prison that Luke Cage is in now and back in the day when he was in Seagate prison and got amped up. And guess what? Luke Cage meets Danny Rand in prison. And this whole book is dedicated to telling Luke Cage's story. So, just in time for Black History Month. And then Luke Cage is going to do a fade out. But right now, it's all about Luke Cage, baby. This month, we Luke Caging it. Cop this shit, y'all. And it ain't a one shot like the last one. You getting a couple of issues. So, timeless. This the one. This and this are my 2 books so far this week that I'm like, cop this ish. Please cop this. These are well worth the read. And I picked up an Absolute Power trade paperback. Why? I want to know what it's about. I want to know what's going on with it. So just give me the update. Get it right here. Find out what that shit was all about. And those were my hauls for this week, y'all. Be looking for a video from me this soon. This about 5 characters who were grossly misused cinematically. The 5 I have that were grossly misused cinematically: Dr. Doom, Cheetah, Darkseid, Apocalypse, and the Red Skull. 5 villains that were not utilized the way they should have been. Be looking for that, y'all. I got a lot to say about that. And speaking of having a lot to say, let me swing back over to the comments. Give her the awards she's earned in her own genre, and she wouldn't have to cross over and win in another. Beyonce? Shit. What she haven't won? Well, she did get denied. She got denied a few times. And it was ironic that Taylor Swift was the one to give her the Grammy. I got issue 1 of that blade. Well, you need to go get the other 3, Diabolical. In hindsight, DC was the wrong publisher for Milestone. Yeah, it should have been Image. Because Marvel wouldn't have did him no justice either. Look, fucking Luke Cage only shows up during Black History Month. That's some shit. It was a dope issue. It was a dope issue. It was. I ain't gonna front. I was reading and I was like, yeah, yeah, because Luke Cage in prison and he grow his dreads out, and then that's Luke. Still on issue 8. Okay. Yeah, that Power Man Timeless is dope. Lots of love for Luke. The Luke Cage novel of Black mystery writer S.A. Barnes is coming out later in 25. I think. Let us find out. Let us know when you get more info, Paul. Diabolical say I'm definitely getting that Luke Cage after I get the rest of Blade. Facts on Image. Yeah, because Marvel wouldn't have did it right. Marvel would have did the same effed up stuff that DC did. With they'd have been putting them on hold and hiatus and we don't know. We ain't got writers that know how to write them, and so we're just gonna give up on it. Oh, we're sorry. You know, that kind of bullshucky. But yeah, let's move on to this guy. So, talk to me, y'all. If I told you Marvel was coming back next year, how would you feel about that? Would you hate it or would you be elated? Because as far as I can tell, Marvel is the only superhero that has not been genuinely resurrected in the Marvel universe. I mean, come back from the dead. I'm not talking about pull them out of the time stream, and I'm not talking about as no mindless thrall in the Legion of the Unliving. I'm talking about come back like Jean Grey. That kind of coming back. Come back from the dead. You was dead. You was like Bucky. Or later on, you find out, they were 100% dead. But now y'all went to the trouble to make a whole damn graphic novel called The Death of Captain Marvel. So what, y'all feeling like, oh, well, if we go back on that, that's going to drive the value of the Death of Captain Marvel graphic novel down. We can't have that. Marvel was a very layered character. I liked Captain Marvel. I liked that Jim Starlin run where he ran afoul of Thanos with the Cosmic Cube, and just as he was turning old and dying, he busted the Cosmic Cube. Got into a fight with Living Laser, got into a fight with Nitro, got into a fight with Mercurio, the 4D man. He had some interesting villains. Fought with Drax the Destroyer when Drax was dumb. And of course, Ronan the Accuser before Guardians of the Galaxy turned him into a freaking brat. But yeah, Marvell was my guy. I liked the banter between him and Rick Jones. You know, and then there was a time where Captain Marvel, you know, fought the Hulk and actually staggered him. I thought Marvell was like in the 15-ton range. How you stunning the Hulk? Well, I don't know. Plot armor. Why am I even asking? Plot armor. But I loved Marvell. I loved reading about him. I liked seeing him make appearances in other people's comics. He was just he was a fun hero. You know? Even though he was an alien. Katang. Rest in power, my dude. Because obviously they ain't thinking about bringing you back no time soon. And if he did come back, will Carol Danvers give him his name back and just start calling herself Warbird again? You know what would be really cool? If Marvell came back from the dead, Carol gave him his name back, and he gave it back to Monica. Woo! I love it. 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 I remember when Marvel bought Malibu, those characters vanished with the quickness. I liked Hard Case. Prime. Those were some good books. But yeah, you're right. They went the way of the dodo quick. I think I was 15 when the death of Captain Marvel came out. I said, F you, Marvel Comics. But as Denny Green said, I let him off the hook. Huh. Blue and red costume was nice too. That's his honor guard uniform. That's the uniform the Supremor gave to him because he was such an outstanding Ossifer. Marvell has almost been dead as long as I've been alive. That's terrible. Almost a 3-year difference. Yeah. 80? Yeah. The death of Captain Marvel was 1980. So, yeah. Almost 45 years. Jim Starlin used his father's battle with cancer. Yes, he did, as inspiration. Yeah, I remember reading about that. Back when you had to search for shit to read because it was in a magazine and you had to find the right magazine to read it in. Or go to a Comic-Con. Comic-Cons were usually the way you got that kind of information that we now just get every week on the internet. Eddie Diesel, two of my favorite heroes, Marvel and Bill Foster, both had cancer. Bill lived for a while. F you, Marvel. Is that why you so DC heavy? Because they killed your boy? Name change would never happen, unfortunately, but Marvel should officially return. Wish Hickman could write it. He loves his cosmic storylines. Yeah. I read it in a wizard. Why'd I just get through saying? Exactly. 100. Wizard Magazine. Wizard Magazine is where I read they were going to be relaunching the Guardians of the Galaxy. What you talking about? My next reminisce moment. Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, For those of you that are stuck on Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon and Drax and Gamora and Phyla-Vell, and all of those guys, Adam Warlock, so on and so forth, those are not the Guardians I'm talking about. I'm talking about these folks right here. That is the first ever appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy drawn by Gene Colan. It chronicles the adventures of Vance Astro, Charlie 27, Martin X, and Yondu, who that's not the color Yondu is. That's just cover art. But yeah, they went on to become quite the sensation, and they were very popular in the 70s. They were popping up everywhere in everybody's magazines. They were in Marvel Presents. They were in Guardians of the Galaxy. That's where we first saw Korvac, and then we saw Korvac again in Avengers when he got all cosmic and powered up and whatnot. But that ain't even the Guardians that I'm talking about. Like, what? Yeah, I'm talking about that Jim Valentino run, baby. Right, Chin? That one. Right there. That's the Guardians. I have every single issue of that run. They did a lot of tweaking and freaking, man. And the 31st century was rife with a lot of 20th century stuff. Because as we recall, the Guardians of the Galaxy timeline is the timeline where the Martians invaded the Earth and killed off a lot of superheroes. So Earth isn't, like it is now. There are a lot of different beings on Earth. This version of the Guardians of the Galaxy are the ones who meet Krugar, are the ones that have Talon, the Inhuman, join their team. Krugar is not a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy you saw at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But it had a lot of characters. It had a group of people called the Punishers. And they had bullets made of a substance called Dargonite. And in the 31st century, Dargonite can penetrate adamantium. So, yeah, that was the Guardians of the Galaxy of the 90s were a lot more fleshed out. Vance Astro was able, if those that know about Vance Astro, this version of Vance Astro has to wear this suit because Vance Astro is over 2,000 years old. And if he peels that suit off, he's going to wither. But they found a way through magic and science to allow him to be able to take that suit off. And they actually end up finding Captain America's shield, and Vance Astro becomes a superhero called Major Victory. Captain America, Major Victory. He wasn't even a major. So you ain't DC heavy? I just think their villains tend to be crueler for no damn reason. My kind of villains. Yeah, Dr. Light. Someone told me no one was a fan of this team. I had to pull his blur card. I was introduced with this Valentino squad. Hey, you better tell them. Here, I just give you a pow. Remember that one? Look at Charlie looking all gangster with his guns and straps and bullets and big ass gun and whatnot. So Yeah, and then you see in the background, Vance Astro got Cap shield. And at one point, Nikki, her hair could shoot fire. Because that's like fire. That ain't just, she actually got fire hair. But Nikki was cool. Nikki was one of my favorite Guardians. I liked Nikki. Yeah, that woke Black Panther up. See, I read all the original Guardians back in the day. Yeah, that was good. They had and a lot of people from the 20th century or versions of them showed up in this Galaxy's comic book. As a matter of fact, they had a group, like an offshoot, like an outer space group of Guardians called the Galactic Guardians. And the Galactic Guardians had Hollywood, which was actually Wonder Man. Wonder Man lived for 2,000 years. So we know ionic energy at least sustain you for that long. We have the Keeper, which is actually the Silver Surfer, who is in the 31st century he's got the quantum bands that Quasar wears. He has those quantum bands. Like, damn, like Silver Surfer needs more power. And there's a couple of more of them. There's a like futuristic version of Ghost Rider. And it's a couple more casts. But yeah, the Galactic Guardians are really OP. Firelord, yeah. Firelord is a Galactic Guardian too. Yeah, they are hella OP. James Gunn. James Gunn know how to make a movie, but James Gunn, I think he kind of dropped the ball with that second Guardians because he was, Protector of the Universe? Yeah, Protector of the Universe. Yeah, what? Yeah, that guy. Doug, the 2000s Abnett and Landing Team 2. It's all right. Like I said, the Valentino run, man, that was my shit. I got, like I said, I got every single issue. There was the storyline with Dr. Doom putting his body in Wolverine's skeleton. Yeah. And then there was this chick named Rancor who claimed to be an ancestor of Wolverine. She had the hair and everything and claws, and she looked more like Sabretooth's ancestor though. So yeah, and she carried around one of Wolverine's claws. So yeah, it's plethoras of really good stories that touch on old stuff. Like there's a race of aliens called the Stark, and they're called the Stark because Tony Stark took all his technology, put it in a ship, and launched it off into space, and it crashed on that planet. And them aliens that is where Taserface comes from. I don't know what they was doing in that movie, making Taserface part of the Ravagers. Taserface was supposed to be part of the Stark. See, you didn't even know they effed the character up completely. Edutainment is what I do. You're welcome. Bautista's Drax. I don't even know. And how are you gonna be mad about getting treated like that and you reveling in me? You should have said something about that in Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Dave. Let them know, man. Y'all can't be treating me like this, man. Y'all better give my care, put some respect on Drax's name. Drax was a trained killer. You know what I'm saying? But y'all had him out there just wailing with nine. Stop. It makes my nipples hurt. Man, y'all had Dave Bautista looking like a whole ass out there. James wasted Drax like a mofo. A genetically engineered Thanos killer was too dope. By Kronos, no less. An eternal. Yes. An eternal, genetically engineered a Thanos killer who is also an eternal. We ain't got nothing to say about eternal on eternal crime. Oh my goodness gracious. That was the Guardians of the Galaxy segment, y'all. And yep. They covered it all. Oh, just for fun, I found this image and I wanted to share it. No reason. For those of y'all that know, I was bored. I came across that. I was like, what? See, the internet is relentless. That's the kind of stuff you get. Oh. He said when Drax is on the screen, that should be time to go pee. Yeah, that's Al, y'all. Yes, Paul. Yes, she did. She poured grits on him. And then after that, he went to church. he became a pastor. He's like, grits done save me, Jesus. Grits done save me. My man said, I'm making gospel albums. Bump this. He saw the light. He saw the grits. That's what he thought. And them mugs was sticking to him. And the what? He was good, y'all. He was good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. This is a good way to end the show. Let's end the show on a high note. Let's end the show. Let's end the show because y'all coming with the one-liners. This is a good way. Right here to end the show while I'm thinking about it. And also, while I'm thinking about it, don't y'all forget to tune in tomorrow evening, Friday Vibing. Myself, Theo B. Bring what you drink, bring what you smoke. We vibing. We gonna be vibing. I think I am going to vibe with sativa because indica makes me sleepy. And I don't want to be sleepy. So, y'all make sure y'all told her what say Paul Martin, you hate grits. Here's your black card. I ain't gonna judge you. Just don't sell us out. Look here, y'all. This has been a wonderful live. I felt like I shared everything I needed to share. I will have more. I got more action figures coming in. I got action figures coming in for like 2 months straight. Yeah. So in the coming weeks, it'll be up and down. It might be a bunch. It might not be a whole bunch, but it will be some. Okay. Am I doing a Super Bowl preview? Yes, I will be doing a Super Bowl preview Saturday. I will be chiefed up. I got my chief pajamas. That's right. I said it. I got my chief pajamas, and I will probably be rocking them joints in the video. And you came out the woodworks. Yeah. Hey, you want to team up on it, man? Holla at me. Holla at me. Holla, 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 holla. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. I got time Saturday. Get at me. Look here, y'all. This has been wonderful. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate what y'all. Let me just call it what it is. I appreciate y'all supporting me, because you don't have to support me, and y'all do. And I just want y'all to know, if I haven't said it to folks like Gray and Kamoyo and Theo and Paul and Panthro, thank y'all for supporting, and everybody else that comes into the lives and supports, that ain't just in here lurking. Everybody that comes into the lives, I respect and appreciate you like you respect and appreciate me. So that's it for now, but fret not. I will be coming at y'all with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.